want to explain to you all the importance of CPR and first aid training. There are many benefits to being CPR and first aid certified because you could help save lives, and some jobs now require a certification. First, I want to talk about some of the facts. According to American Heart Association, approximately every 40 seconds an American will have a heart attack. The estimated annual amount of heart attacks in the United States is 720,000, and 335,000 of those attacks are recurring heart attacks. About 14% of people who have a heart attack will die from it, and only about 46% of people who get the immediate help that they need before professional help arrives. And lastly, each year, less than 3% of the US population receives CPR training. CPR, especially if administered immediately after cardiac arrest, can double or triple a person's survival chance. I first started getting more interested about first aid and CPR when I took a course in high school my senior year, and it's opened my eyes to the power that we have to change and help save some lives. For example, I went to Cumberland Valley High School, and the school itself is about the size of a college campus, and in each class there are 22 to 25 and sometimes 30 students in a classroom. And in our school we started off with about 2 AED machines, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it looks like this, and they last between 5 to 7 years for battery life. Over the span of 2 years, we've increased to 6 AED machines covering the main points of the building. For example, the cafeteria, the auditorium, the gym, and etc. With this change made, we've made our school a safer environment for students. So this picture that I have talks about the difference between cardiac arrest and heart attack. And the main difference is cardiac arrest deals with electrical problems in the heart, and heart attacks deal with circulation. This next picture is from American Red Cross's website, and it basically is just a diagram, and it explains what you should do if you notice somebody having a heart attack or going through cardiac arrest. And basically the main steps are to recognize that someone is in trouble and needs your help. Call 911, and if you're certified, chest compressions, and to use an AED machine, and this all increases their survival rate. So an AED machine is a device that analyzes heart rhythm, and it gives an electrical shock to help get the heart's rhythm back on track. And AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator. As I mentioned before, if more people were CPR and first aid certified, they could help save more lives at school, at home, or at work. If more people educated themselves on the topic and get trained, it can help with emergency situations that need immediate action, especially CPR, as the ambulance might not be able to arrive right away. On average, it takes an EMT or an ambulance about 2 to 5 minutes to get to the scene. And with no help, it decreases the suffering individual's chance of survival. So being trained in this knowledge creates a safer environment for everybody, especially with employment. Most jobs now require their employees to be CPR and first aid certified because they want to create a more safe environment in any way that they can. It's also impressive on a resume, and depending on the job you're applying for, like anything in the healthcare field, it's imperative that you learn how to do this. So my first job was at McDonald's, and that was the first job that I ever had. And I worked there for 2 years when I was 16. And when I went back, they told me that they were starting to change their policies and considering making CPR and first aid training a requirement in their company because they want to create a safer environment for their employees and customers. During the course, I did a survey where we had to go around the building of our work or just a store and try and locate an AED machine and first aid kit and see whether it was hidden and how many there were and whether anyone knew how to use it in case of an unfortunate emergency. And in McDonald's, we had one AED machine and one first aid box, but they were both hidden, and only one person had any idea of what it really was, and there wasn't much in that first aid kit. With the help of my CPR instructor, I wrote a letter to my main manager, who happened to be the store owner, and we got the machine moved to the front of the store and put more helpful things in the first aid machine, like more bandages and gauze, and had meetings to let the other employees know the location of these items and their purposes. So just a small action like this of sending a letter made a change, and that now affects the lives of the workers and whoever walks in the door as a customer. So this is what the signs look like for an AED machine, and normally it's a red heart with a lightning bolt through it. And this is also how it should be placed on the body. And next I will show a video.
Electronic device that analyzes the heart's rhythm and determines if an electrical shock is needed to help the heart restore an effective rhythm. Most AEDs can be operated by following these general instructions. Turn on the AED. The AED will tell you what to do next.
Press pads firmly to patient's bare skin.
Make sure the person's chest is bare and dry. Use a cloth or gauze pad to dry the person's bare skin where the pads will be placed. Remove the pads from their packaging. Carefully peel off the backing from one pad and place the pad on the upper right chest. Place the other pad on the left side of the chest. Plug in the connector to the AED if necessary. The AED should start analyzing the person's heart rhythm.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch patient.
Analyzing. Do not allow yourself or anyone else to touch the person while the AED is analyzing.
During shock, move away from the patient.
Make sure that no one, including you, is touching the person.
Red flashing button to deliver shock. Shock delivered. It is now safe to touch the patient. Start CPR.
After a shock is delivered.
So that video basically explains how to use an AED machine, and the purpose of the pads being placed diagonally is so that it sends a shock directly through the heart. And this is just some locations in Lancaster where you can get certified, and the second link is also an online certification. I hope these facts and my past experiences help you all understand the importance of being CPR and first aid certified, and how it doesn't just affect you, it affects those lives around you. By becoming CPR and first aid certified, you automatically make any situation you walk into a safer environment, because you'll never know when someone might need your help, and ultimately give someone a greater chance to keep living.